A Million Ways to Die in the West is directed by Seth MacFarlane, written by Seth MacFarlane and two other dudes, produced by Seth MacFarlane, starring Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane is all over this thing, and if you don't know who he is, he directed Ted 2 years ago, and he's the creator of Family Guy, American Dad, and some other shows. And this movie's basically about this pathetic loser character named Albert. He's a sheep farmer, played by Seth MacFarlane, and he just got out of a breakup with Amanda Seyfried, and he wants to win her back. And Charlize Theron has come to town because she is working for Liam Neeson, also the wife of Liam Neeson, and she doesn't want him anymore. She wants to change, so she tries to help Albert win back Amanda Seyfried by challenging Neil Patrick Harris to a gunfight. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris with a really cool mustache. And of course some other Seth MacFarlane-ish jokes happen along the way. It's a comedy. This is definitely his attempt to make a Blazing Saddles. I love Blazing Saddles. But the thing is with this movie, I like it, kind of. I mean, it's disappointing for me to say that because my stepdad and I love Family Guy. We love that humor, but I've been noticing recently that we only laugh a lot at the older episodes of Family Guy. Some of the newer ones are just kind of like, we laugh like at a couple 5 jokes. And that's not really good lately. And I'd say A Million Ways to Die in the West is more like those seasons of Family Guy, even though we laughed a lot more than that, but it's only because of a length extension. Sorry for my poor grammar. And there were definitely some jokes that did not hit. There were that did, but that did not hit. And most of them were in the trailer, so we tend to laugh at the same thing over again. But it was disappointing for me because I had already seen it, especially a tremendous cameo that was spoiled in the trailer as well. If you haven't seen the trailer, then I won't spoil it. But there was also another cameo that I was not expecting. It's at the end, after the end title card comes up, and it was actually pretty hilarious. And you can definitely, I love the editing because the title cards look like old Western types. I mean, the editing's really good, even though in a dream sequence that Seth MacFarlane had when he was like on drugs with Indian tribe thing, there was this whole CGI place. And, this is a second movie, so it but Ted looked way better than the CGI that was used in the movie for that scene. But hey, what can you expect? It's a comedy movie, but I didn't really laugh that much. And another thing, it's very predictable. And, as soon as there was one scene where something happened, I was like, okay, that's gonna interact with this, then this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen. Right? And then I was correct. And what do you know? But it's a comedy, though, and I'm trying not to take that much away from it because it's just a comedy. It's not supposed to be an Oscar-worthy thing, but it's hard because I really like Seth MacFarlane, yet these problems actually feel like problems for a comedy movie, because you can tell that Seth MacFarlane is trying, but some of it isn't really coming off well. I do like it for half of it, but then the other half I just don't like, and it's just like a mesh of it, and it's really hard to rate this movie. And so here's what I'm gonna do. I liked half of this movie, and half of it for good comedy at some parts, then there's bad comedy that didn't hit, good title card editing, the unexpected cameo, but then we have the predictability, and the fact that Liam Neeson didn't do much at all, even though he's the bad guy, and he's freaking Liam Neeson. But speaking of actors, they were all good. I mean, they're good. So I guess the pluses overweigh the problems just a little bit. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to give A Million Ways to Die in the West a C+. I'm sorry, MacFarlane, but I prefer Ted better. I prefer Family Guy or American Dad. Sorry, man. I still got faith in you. Ted 2, even though that seems unnecessary, I still got faith in you, man. So did you guys see A Million Ways to Die in the West? And if so, what'd you think of it? And I have a quick announcement. My friend Dylan and I made a parody video that I've hinted at earlier in the year, and that parody was for Food Battle. We parodied Smosh's famous food battle series, and it's over on the Faceless Friends Films channel as well as the bloopers. So go ahead and go to the Faceless Friends Films channel and go watch it, subscribe for more stuff, not as often as what I do, but just go ahead. The bloopers are also funny, even though there's one muted scene, like some past reviews of mine. I'm trying to work on that. I am. I do my best, okay? So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to me and Faceless Friends Films. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time for a review for Mario Kart 8.